Witam wszystkich, I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic today. I'm Mysticle, and today I'll be bringing you the latest in AR and VR news. However, just before we jump into this video, let me tell you guys about our sponsor.
If you guys are into escape rooms, prepare to lose your mind in Shattered, as you step into the fractured mind of Jessica, a private investigator uncovering the horrifying secrets of a twisted mental health facility. In Shattered, your world becomes the game. Experience the first full-scale, mixed reality escape room, where your space transforms into a psychological thriller playground. Solve intricate puzzles, uncover chilling clues, and navigate through multi-layered realities that challenge your perception of what's real and what isn't. With every single puzzle that you solve, you alter your surroundings, and with that, your reality. Be ready for heart-pounding moments of suspense, atmospheric horror, and thrilling escape room mechanics, where you are going to question whether you're truly the one in control. So, what are you waiting for? Make sure to check out Shattered down in the description below on Quest platforms for $19.99. Or you can get it for free with MetaQuest Plus and step into Jessica's world if you dare. Thank you so much to Shattered for sponsoring this video. This is truly a different one. I haven't seen a mixed reality escape room out on Quest for us just yet. And playing an escape room in your own space is truly incredible.
Now with that out of the way, let's get right into the first piece of news. As Meta's CTO talked about wireless compute pucks during his latest AMA. While Meta has shown off its own Orion AR glasses prototype using a wireless compute puck, Meta's CTO Andrew Bosworth doesn't think a similar step is the magic bullet for standalone VR gaming. This makes perfect sense. During that AMA, Meta's CTO goes on to talk about the fact that if you are making a device wireless, if this compute puck isn't tethered to the headset in some way, you still need that headset to have its own processor of some sorts, its own silicone of some sort. You also need it to have a battery because it's wireless. So not only do you need that compute puck that is probably going to sit in your pocket to have a battery, you also need the headset to have a battery, unless the compute puck is, of course, somewhere completely different and then doesn't require a battery. Still though, you're driving up the cost of the device, and you're not necessarily reducing the weight, because most of the weight inside these devices, as we have learned throughout the years, is in the battery. To quote, "You've increased your cost dramatically, because even if your major silicon is in the wireless compute puck, you still need quite a bit of silicon to just power the displays and do the local corrections required there, and handle the stream of data. And it doesn't end up saving you that much weight, and dramatically increases your cost and complexity." So I don't think we're going to be seeing Meta creating wireless compute pucks for these devices anytime soon. Do I think that's a bad thing? No, I actually agree with Andrew Bosworth here, and do not think that we need more wireless compute pucks inside our devices. Let the technology stay either inside them or be a wired compute puck. Do let me know your opinion down below. What Meta has actually been working on though is surface-mounted keyboards. Virtual keyboards, that is. We've talked about this before in the past, however we haven't seen an iteration of this inside the headset yet. Meta Reality Labs though has continued working on the project, and posted by Jess on Twitter, we can see cool research by @Meta Reality Labs to allow touch typing on any surface using ergonomic, camera-based hand tracking as input. The full paper will of course be linked down below, as well as the original tweet. However, in the video going above me right now, you can see how Meta deals with actually surface mounting a keyboard. I think that this is a pretty intelligent way of doing it, and having your hands level the surface before the keyboard actually goes onto it, because of course you don't want the keyboard floating slightly over that surface. You need it to be exactly on the surface for it to feel like an actual keyboard. And this is the way Meta has gotten around it. This is tech that I actually think would make perfect sense, as currently, typing on a virtual keyboard just floating in the air isn't really there. Like, that's quite an uncomfortable way of doing things. So I can't wait for them to implement that into their software. Again, on Twitter, posted by Luna, we also have the new control bar panel position for Horizon OS that Luna previously reported on, and now seems to be rolling out in V71 and onward. So yeah, this is also something we've talked about before. However, knowing Meta's staggered rollouts, this is one that we've been waiting on for a while. However, it does seem to be appearing for multiple users now, and hopefully you're also going to be getting it soon. The new control bar, as you can see in the video showing up above me right now, will hopefully make your life a little bit easier when it comes to closing windows instead of having to go up to the top right of the window every single time. Some people are gonna like this one, others are gonna hate it. Let me know your opinions down below. Oh yeah, this is the funny one. I don't know why exactly I put this one in here, but the calendar app for Horizon OS seems to be rolling out more widely. When we first talked about this, I compared it to the calculator app coming out for the iPad, and I still think it is just as funny as that. But according to Luna, it does seem to be rolling out more widely now, and you should be able to find it inside the Horizon App Store in case the calendar is something you're interested in for perhaps productivity maybe on your device. As Luna says, in my case, I had to search for it in the app library in headset and install it, which is also another weird one, considering that Meta is trying to push these devices for productivity. You'd think that the calendar app should just kind of appear, as well as the calculator app. Now let's move on to some titles. As Superhot's spiritual successor, Cold VR, has released a brand new trailer for us to take a look at. Cold VR is officially headed to Quest and PCVR headsets next month, with its PSVR 2 version slated to arrive later. Superhot VR is old, but still gold, and it's a wonder more studios haven't tried to replicate its game's unique time-stopping movement mechanic. Cold VR has to a certain extent, although it's flipping the script by making you move not slower, but faster. In Cold VR, when you slow down, time goes faster, and so does the relentless enemy AI. Take too long to think out your strategy, and you're toast. So this one totally flips that mechanic on its head. Honestly, it might be good for exercise, considering the fact that you basically have to keep moving in order to make time slow down. This is one that I'm certainly going to want to try out, as I have myself completed Superhot VR multiple times. Now the developer, Allware, announced in a new trailer that they've teamed up with publisher Perp Games to release Cold VR on Quest and PCVR headsets, launching on January 21st, 2025. The PSVR 2 release date is set to arrive at a later date, the studio says. So there you guys go. In case that's what you're waiting for, January 21st will hopefully be your date. Alien Rogue Incursion already has a part 2 in the works. Survios confirms. Alien Rogue Incursion released on December 19th on PSVR 2 and PCVR headsets, while the Quest version of the xenomorph-flavored horror shooter is slated to arrive February next year. Now the developer, Survios, announced it's already in full swing crafting part 2. So there you guys go. I mean, the excitement around this game has been absolutely crazy. Alien, of course, a classic amongst titles, and one that has already been played in VR before it was even released for VR officially. So this is one that a lot of people were waiting for, and I think, judging by the fact that Survios is already working on a part 2, they really liked the way people reacted to this. So in case you guys have played the game, in case you liked it, you can already be looking forward to a part 2. Now to some smaller news, as Hyperscape has apparently been changed to Meta's Horizon Photreal. So, as Luna reported on in the past, Meta will supposedly in the future make Hyperscape, which is now Photreal, available to all users so that we can use our phones to scan objects and spaces into virtual reality using photogrammetry, but at a much larger scale. And Luna did post this on Twitter and then quote tweeting those strings from December 6th. New strings in Meta Horizon mobile app suggest that Meta may open Hyperscape scanning to users in the future. It seems this is being tested with internal dog fooders first. So yeah, apparently we're getting closer to that. That will be really cool when it does eventually come out. Photogrammetry is a really cool technology that I have worked with in the past, and having that available right there on our phones without needing a beefy computer to process it or a specific graphics card to process it will be amazing. So hopefully that does come sooner rather than later. And finally, VRChat Mobile. As VRChat Mobile has added face tracking to your phone. This is one that absolutely does make sense, considering usually when you're gaming, you're holding your phone like this anyway, so the camera is pointing directly at your face. With headsets, we need to have a headset that has face tracking built in, because you can't just add those cameras to track your eyeballs and your mouth. I mean, you can with DIY projects, but it's not something everyone is going to be up for. On a phone, with that camera already being there, I guess it just made sense. And it does seem to work really well, as you can see in the video going above me right now. So really happy that they added this, and it will add another layer of immersion for mobile gamers. I guess they have something now that Quest users don't. Either way though, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. And if you're not yet part of our community but want to join, check out the Discord and the Reddit down below and start up some discussions in the comment section as well. And thank you so much to all the patrons supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. Seriously, much love. Thank you so much for your support. You are what makes this possible. And as usual, if you want me to know future content coming up on the channel, expect the subscribe button with you for a ding my bell. And see you in the next video. Peace. Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Tonight is Christmas Eve, or as we like to call it, Vigilia. And I just wanted to pop in here at the very end to wish you all a happy, merry, and healthy Christmas. Wesołych świąt, and that's all from me. Peace.